All right, home buyers, listen up. This is for you. So, how do you go about being clueless about the real estate market to buying your dream home for less than the market value in Ontario, even if you have low down payment or bad credit? This is what you are going to learn about today. But before I do, I want to cover some of my case studies of my clients I helped out. So these folks were a great family. They were Sharmas. This family kept searching for the houses without stopping, and in the end, they decided to ask a real estate agent that a family member recommended. So this individual did not respect their time, and in fact, he ended up setting them to look at the properties by themselves with no guidance or company. So they chose to work with me instead. We did over 40 showings in a span of a week and a half and secured a beautiful semi detached home for them. I developed a good relationship with the listing agent of the semi detached home despite the property already having an offer. Now, I closely monitored the subject removal date and realized to give the agent a call during the night subject removal, and he said the other offer might not go through. I saw this as an opportunity to make another offer at the same night, and guess what? We got this house for $30,000 less than its market price. It was all about staying in touch and taking advantage of the right moment. So the seller had already expected to have his property sold and had this taking a bit loss because he needed to move into his next home, and we came at the perfect timing. The time frame for the Sharma started working with me, and we had an accepted offer within 3 weeks. So another great example was Mr. and Mrs. Singh. Before having met me, they were looking at pre-sale center and with no real direction of the area they wanted to call home or the development they wanted to choose. So they did decide to work with me and gave me a target of 2 years to move into their pre-sales. As a pre-sales, you guys might already know, like it takes up to 2 to 3 years to move into. However, I found them a pre-sale offer that A, they could not resist, and B, they ended up moving into it and gaining the possession of that property all within 8 months. Not only they were accomplished their goal, but the good news was the price went up by $150,000 right at taking possession of that property. Now they are looking to refinance that property and then start exploring rental properties in order to build up their real estate investment portfolio. So all of these, keep in mind, happened within 8 months from the day they decided to start journey with me. So you might be wondering, who is this program for? So if you are a home buyer who's looking to buy your dream home for the best for your buck, but feeling overwhelmed, if you are a home buyer with bad credit or little to no cash for a down payment, if you want to build equity and your personal network in real estate career, if you want to buy for less than the market value that meets your budget, if you buy a home in a safe preferred neighborhood, maybe close to downtown, close to school district for your kids, restaurants, shops, etc. If you are actively searching online but need advice from an experienced agent, so you also want to have access to exclusive listings that may or may not available online. So, if you fear of overpaying or working with a dishonest agent that's looking for a quick commission check, if you have searched online but unable to find a home that fits your criteria and budget, if you have worked with an agent that you don't trust, you have worked with an agent that is not responsive and lacks clear communication, you also want full disclosure at all times for every document. You want to be given the heads up about important changes to housing regulations and mortgage rules. You want to be advised of realistic expectations to buying a home and dislike last minute changes. So, about me, I've been into this business for 3 years. I'm a certified NAEA, which stands for the National Association of Expert Advisors, which is kind of a revolution in this industry by providing proven and tested methods used in this business. So, our team has sold over 1 million plus say in sales volume in the last 3 years. We close around more than 50 transactions in a year, and I have been also awarded by EXP team with a gold award. I'm a top rated agent on ratemyagent.com, which basically ranks the agents on the basis of certain factors like their reviews and testimonials from their past clients, their knowledge about the market, how responsive they are, how they are providing the values to their clients, their performances, success ratios, and a lot of other stuff. So, as a home buying specialist, we will help you to discover the ideal home that suits all your needs and desires. We work tirelessly to ensure you get the lowest prices possible, saving you money while still getting the home you love. We will guide you through the complex world of financing by helping you find the best deals and rates so you can afford your dream home without breaking the bank. We will streamline the process, handling all the details so you can focus on finding the perfect place to call home with minimum hassle. And the good news is, none of our services will cost you a penny because our commissions are paid through the sellers. So you don't need to worry about any extra cost for the commissions. So the core concept is driving from house to house, seeing many options can be overwhelming. It's exciting to explore various properties, but it can also leave you feeling confused, especially when it comes to deciding on the location and budget. Now, this is not your fault. There's a lot of information online and it's normal to feel confused. But you don't need to worry. The truth is, you can find a good deal without overpaying that fits your budget and criteria in this crazy hot market, despite having little money for a down payment or bad credit if you work with the right agent. We are the best people dedicated to solving this problem that are not just working for a quick commission check. We want to have a lifetime relationship with you. So, step number one is deciding whether you are ready to buy a home. So, here are some factors you should consider to ensure you are ready to be a homeowner. The number one is income and employment status. Lender will want to see your full work history, usually about 2 years, to ensure stable and reliable income. If you are on a payroll, you will need to provide pay stubs and tax returns. If you have your own business, then you need to provide notice of assessments, bank statements, probably your income and loss statement or balance sheet as well. The next one is liquid assets. Buying a home with no money down is possible, but most homeowners need to have some cash for a down payment. The amount of money you will need for a down payment depends on your loan type and how much money you borrow. You can buy a home with as little as 5% down. But yes, there are definitely some extra benefits for putting down some more down payment. The third one is credit score. It dictates what loans and interest rates you qualify for. So, your credit score will tell your lender how risky it is to lend money to you. This shows how consistently you pay off your bills and debts. Taking steps to improve your credit score and reduce your debt can pay off big as you prepare to get a mortgage. Better number means better loan options with lower interest rates. Timing also plays a crucial role in this process. Depends on personal factors such as financial readiness and lifestyle preferences, and obviously market conditions such as economic health and current mortgage rates. You want to consult with an expert before making the big financial decision like purchasing a home. So, here are some of the FAQs. What score will you need to qualify for a home loan? Most lenders require a credit score of at least 620 to qualify for the majority of the loans. A score above 720 will generally get you the very best loan terms. Another question we get is how much down payment will you need? You can buy a home with as little as 5% down, but again, this is typically for homes under $500,000. So anything above that will slightly be more towards the down payment, and anything over $1 million is in fact at least 20% down payment. What is your credit score based on? So your credit score is based on your payment history, the amount of money you owe, the length of your credit history, types of credit you have used, your pursuit of new credit, so any pending loans or the applications that you may have done. Step number two is get pre-approved for a mortgage. So firstly, we need to know what is a pre-approval letter. When you apply, your lender will give you a pre-approval letter that states how much you are approved for based on your credit, assets, and income. You can show your pre-approval letter to your real estate agent so that they can help you find homes within your budget. A pre-approved mortgage lets you know how much you can afford, what your interest rate will be, and what your monthly mortgage payments will look like. The other thing with the pre-approved approval letters would be getting an accepted offer quickly and swiftly because both the parties know that you are able to complete for the property that you are putting the down payment for. So that's another little plus of a pre-approval. Some FAQs involve what does a pre-approval process involve? Your income is a big part of it. Any assets you own, whether the depreciating or the appreciating assets, those need to be mentioned. Credit check is obviously playing a big role in this process. What if I don't get pre-approved? Well, you can approach alternative or private lenders. Rates are typically higher with these lenders since the risk is higher for these types of lenders. You can also get a co-signer. Co-signers are typically spouses whose income is used to help qualify and are on the title of the property as well. So you can also get yourself a guarantor. Guarantor is someone that backs up someone taking out a loan and agrees to take over the payments in case you can't afford them. We see co-signers and guarantors all the time, especially in an area like Toronto where property prices are quite high. Next step is find the right real estate agent. Your real estate agent is your representative in the home purchase transaction. Your agent will look out for the best interest by finding out homes that meets your criteria, get you showings, help you write offers, and negotiate. You should look for the following factors when looking for an agent: experience. Check for previous happy clients, testimonials, reviews. Google reviews are the big one. Are they responsive? The amount of time it takes for the agent to get back to you, whether the agent misses emails, texts, or phone calls. Integrity. Agent should be aligned with the budget, neighborhood, and true home values. You should trust your agent to act in your best interest and help you make the right choice in such a large investment. Ask yourself, does the agent only care about a quick commission check? If that's the case, you are looking in a wrong direction. Agent should also have the good knowledge about the neighborhood. He should have the overall economic knowledge. What is the state of current economy of the country and how it impacts the real estate price in the market? Does the agent have covered the economy sector, especially when it is tied to the housing sector and vice versa? Most successful real estate agents have multiple clients at any given time. What's most important is that your agent make you feel like you are their only client. Again, we do this through our large team of associates so that they could feel that they are not like one of the other clients any businesses have. Some FAQs we typically get around this step. Is it possible to buy without a real estate agent? Yes, however, it is not recommended, especially for first time home buyers. The home buying process can be complicated and emotional. Having an agent by your side can help you navigate the housing market, submit a legally sound offer, and avoid overpaying for your property. Another question is, what is the agent you hire responsible for? Your agent shows you the properties, write an offer on your behalf, and also assist in your negotiations. The agent can also assist on how much to offer for the property. They could advise you. The agent's role has a fiduciary duty to our clients, and we are bound by ethics to always work in the best interest of our clients. How can you find the right agent? The agent does extensive research. An agent that provides value to you and showcase expertise. An agent that is not afraid to guarantee risk reversal on your end is super important. Does it cost you anything to hire a buyer agent? The common misconception is hiring an agent is too expensive, but you will be surprised to know that it is absolutely free to work with a real estate agent. If you are a buyer, our commissions actually gets paid through the sellers of the property, so you don't need to worry about any commissions. So the step number 4 would be beginning to house hunt. So your real estate agent will help you hunt for houses within your budget that meets your criteria. It's a good idea to make a list of your top priorities. What are the negotiables and the non-negotiables? So you want to look for a home that will meet your needs not just today but also 5 to 10 years into the future. What aspects do you want to look for? And so the number first is location. Do you want to live in downtown, in the suburbs, or in a more rural environment? Do you want to live close to your work, school, recreational facilities, parks, or public transit? Is there a specific neighborhood you prefer? Next is size. How many bedrooms, bathrooms do you need? Do you need a space for a home's office or for extra storage? Do you need a big garage? Talking about the special features, do you require an air conditioner installed or swimming pool in your backyard? Is it important that your home is environmentally friendly? What's your lifestyle look like? Are you planning to have children? Do you already have the kids or the teenage children? Are you close to retirement? Is it important for you to live close to your family or friends? The questions we get that what are some of the things to consider when shopping for a home? Price, square footage, home condition, and possible need for repairs. access to public transportation, number of bedrooms, swimming pool, backyard, local entertainment options, local school district ranking, property value trends, property real estate taxes. You can also take a picture if you like. Who decides which property is right for you? Well, you are the ultimate decision maker. The agent can also give you recommendations as well. How many homes should you see before you decide which one you want to make an offer for? You want to see plenty of homes before you make an offer, more the better. You also want to be timely about the market, as you don't want to miss out on a good offer, and an agent who's well versed with the market will tell you when the price is really good and you should take an advantage of it. Can't I just find homes online? Yes, and you should be involved as much as possible for the process. It is a joint effort. However, it is my job as an agent to provide you with exclusive deals such as off market properties, homes that are not listed online, potentially distressed sales, company owned properties, and in general, basically the great deals. That's why we get paid to get the transaction stitched for both the buyer and seller in the market. So now we are looking to make an offer on a house. An offer letter must be submitted in writing after touring and looking at the properties that you like. The offer letter contains several key parts such as a date, any subject, which is the conditions to how you want to complete on the property and price, and all that stuff. Let's talk about the date, the completion date. So this is the date when the conveyancing happens. Funds are transferred to the sellers and the title is transferred under your name. The possession day is the day when you get your keys and move in. The adjustment day is the day when all your property taxes and strata fees are adjusted for by and your notary or the lawyer. So, what are the subjects? Subjects are put in place to protect the buyers, usually 5 to 7 days to meet the requirements of these subjects in place. A common one is a subject to financing. Once we get the pre approval letter, the bank gives you the formal pre approval letter before you remove subject. It's always important to get a professional home inspection during this subject period. Another subject can be a title search. Is it a clean property or is there any covenants, easements, liens, lawsuits attached to the property? It will give us ample time, such as 5 to 7 days, to find these types of things out. We also need to get the property disclosure statement, which is a multi-choice questionnaire that filled out by the seller to the best of their knowledge on what they know about their property. For townhouses and condos, this would be in the strata document, so you would want to review all that information. Extra items you want to include in the purchase, such as window coverings or appliances, you put subjects for that also. So the next is a price, which is based on the market supply, market demand, and where the market is right now. So how the prices are determined? So is it a buyer's market or a seller's market, or is it a balanced market? During the time of the purchase, we will decide the best price and have a more in-depth conversation to offer, so we can minimize the chances of losing out on your dream home. Most offers typically contain a small deposit, which is usually 1 to 2% of the purchase price of the property. Deposit usually goes towards the down payment if you decide to purchase a home. A seller can so next is negotiations. Seller can respond in one of the three ways. He can accept the offer. If the seller accepts the offer, you can move on to the next step, which is getting your conditions met within the subject removal period, and then eventually putting into your deposit. The second thing would be the seller can reject the offer. If the seller rejects your offer, the ball is back in your court, which means you can choose to submit another offer or move on to another home. The seller can also give you a counter offer. The seller can also come back with a counter offer by changing the purchase price or the terms of the sale. You can accept the counter offer, reject it, or make another counter offer to the seller. And that is all part of the negotiations, and we see it on daily basis. What happens when there is a multiple offer situation? When there is a competition with other buyer offers, the most suitable offer wins. So my recommendation would be to go with your best foot forward and remove subjects and adjust the offer where it needs to be win against other offers. Now, this can be done by pricing adjustments, dates, and subjects removal, and all that stuff. So it's important to get an agent with experience in multiple offer situations, so you can get the best deal when buying your dream home as an agent. who have done this many times. Sometimes the agent has a very good relationship with the listing agent, so that we should move forward with our best offer so that our offer could be recognized. Some of the questions we get for this step is, can you cancel after agreeing for the home sale? Yes, you can, but you do typically lose your deposit. If you submitted 1 to 2% deposit and you change your mind, you would be losing your deposit. We have to make sure that we pick the property that checks all your boxes. Who writes the offer letter? Basically, your agent will write the offer letter on your behalf, and of course, we will do the due diligence before submitting an offer to the seller. How long can negotiations go on for? So it depends and varies. These can be very quick, and it can also take a long time. Let your real estate agent help you manage negotiations. Don't be afraid to walk away if you can't reach an agreement, because there's always going to be the next opportunity right around the corner. So the next one is the subject removal. After 5 to 7 business days, we as the buyers have now had enough time to go over all these subjects and to look after our best interests. If we want to proceed with the home purchase, so we then will remove subjects. So at this point, the bank draft or the deposit is required. We should have now gotten the final approval from the mortgage broker. We need to done our home inspection on the property and gone through the home inspection report with the licensed home inspector. So during a home inspection, an inspector will go through the home and specifically look for the problems. They will test electrical systems, make sure the roofing is safe, make sure appliances are working, and much more. After the inspection closes, the inspector will give you a list of problems they found in the house. So, if there are any major issues such as molds or cracks in the foundation, you want the seller to correct it before you close on the home. So, if the seller disagrees, you may want to reconsider purchasing this home or revising an offer. Keep in mind, you will be liable for any major repairs after your sale closes. So, you want to make sure that you handle that in advance. So, it's common for home buyers to include a home inspection contingency in their purchasing offer. So this contingency gives buyers the option to back out of a purchase without losing their earnest money deposit if the home inspection reveals any major issues with the home. And the last couple of parts were subject removal processes. Read through the status documents if it is a townhouse or an apartment. Read the land title of the property disclosure statement. Consult with an insurance broker and look into the insurance cost for this particular home. At this point, we should have all bases covered and are now ready for a final walkthrough. So next step is do a final walkthrough. You should do a final walkthrough in your new home before you close, even if you are 100% committed to the property. This time allows you to check and make sure that the seller has made all the repairs requested and cleared out the property. You can also walk through the home and make sure the seller has not left any of their belongings. You can also check your repair areas if you requested them and keep an eye out for your pests. You may also want to double check your home systems one final time to make sure everything is in working order. If everything looks good, it's time for you to confidently move towards closing. So our next step is closing the sale. Congratulations, you have made it to the final step of the process. When the time comes, make sure you review your closing disclosure, which will outline the terms, final closing costs, and any outstanding charges or fees included in your loan. Your lender will send the disclosure to you at least 3 days before closing. During closing, the property title will pass from the seller to you. A closing agent will oversee this process, which typically takes place at a title company, management firm, escrow office, or your home. The closing agent will ensure that all necessary parties are present at the closing. The agent acts as a mediator between you and the seller and confirms that all required documents are signed. Once documents have been signed, the agent will ensure that all funds, including closing fees and escrow payments, are paid and properly dispersed. During closing, you have two major responsibilities. Signing legal documents. This includes a closing disclosure, promissory note, deed of trust, and certificate of occupancy. You have to pay the closing cost as well. This may include fees for your lawyer and notary, title transfers, adjustment costs, home inspection costs, appraisal costs, and the taxes. The next step is the possession date. So you have officially made it. Here's a quick checklist. Start making arrangements for a moving date. Check rules and bylaws. switch over and start an account with the services, update and inform people and companies on your new address, get your driver's license and IDs changed as soon as possible, change your mailing address, get mail forwarding from your previous address to the new one. Now let's talk about the mortgage options. Big banks or mortgage broker, this graph will be able to give you an accurate representation as where to go. You can tally up the scores on this and see the best fit for yourself. Take a screenshot, cross it off based on where you qualify, and it all comes down to knowing your options and choosing. Let's talk about the fixed and the variable rates. Depending on your unique situation, fixed rate. So fixed rates are typically higher, but it has a guarantees against the economy. If the rates go up above the fixed rate that you have got, you won't be impacted because again your rate is fixed. Variable rate. So variable rate is typically lower than the fixed rate, but there is no guarantee. If the interest rates go up substantially, the monthly amount or the interest you are paying on a monthly basis will go up substantially as well. So a quick tip, if you are a younger individual or the first time home buyer, I would recommend choosing a variable rate as you won't have as many liabilities, expenses, and you can most likely adjust for an increase if it needs to be. If you are a young family with kids or in general have more liabilities and expenses, it will give you that reinsurance and peace of mind knowing that for the next 3 to 5 years that I will have fixed rate of interest and know exactly how much my mortgage payments will be. So you might want to consider fixed rate in that case. Again, this comes up to your unique situation and the risk tolerance you may have. So, how much down payment is required? For all the homes under $500,000, we need 5% minimum down payment. For the homes between $500,000 to 1 million, so we do the calculation for the first $500,000 we put 5%, and for the remaining amount over $500,000 we put 10%. So let's say if we have to pay $700,000, so for the first 500,000, it should be 5%, which is $25,000, and the remaining $200,000, it would be 10%, which is 20,000. So the total amount would be $45,000. And for all the homes over $1 million, it would be flat 20% minimum. So let's talk about the five C's of credit score. When was the last time you checked your credit score, and how does it affect the kind of mortgage you get with prime lenders who offer the lowest rates? Under 600 is usually the lowest cutoff, but don't panic if that might be you. As long as you can understand credit score, you can know how to build it back up. So the banks usually look for these type of factors. So the payment history, credit utilization, age of credit history, credit inquiries you have, the total number of accounts you have in your credit report. So if you want to do, you can also visit creditkarma.com, or you can also visit borrowwell.com to check your credit score without any ping or giving you a hard query check. So, what's my plan B? Let's say the big or A lender, which are the big banks, turn you down, means you are not able to get the mortgage from these types of institutions. So then there are other options for alternative lenders, which include the B lenders and also the private lenders, which are also called C lenders. So you can also use co-signers, typically spouses, your life partners whose income is used to help you qualify, and they will end up being on the title of the property. Or you can also use a guarantor, which is someone who backs up taking out a loan and agrees to take over the payments in the event that you are no longer afford it. But this is a rare situation because usually people can afford the monthly payments. So these are some of the clever tricks that you use to get approved when the bank denies. So when the time comes, we can definitely have the discussion to discuss what we can do together to get you that mortgage approval. So So the next is what are the other monthly costs to budget for? So the first major cost is your mortgage default insurance. So if you put less than 20% down payment, so you must pay this mortgage default premium, which ranges from around 2.8 to 4%, depending on the size of your down payment. So it is paid monthly throughout the entire lifetime of your mortgage. So it is not upfront, which is a good part. The next monthly cost should be the strata maintenance fees, typically ranging from $200 to $600, depending on the price of the property. Property taxes, which are due once a year. Electric and hydro cost, which is due monthly. Internet cost, which is also due monthly, and the home insurance, which is due monthly as well. Um, Next is what are the yearly and miscellaneous costs to budget for? So the first one is annual property taxes. So these will typically range by municipalities, but typically can be between $1,500 to $4,000 range, depending on your home value. Since the property tax rate is applicable to each $1,000 of your taxable assessed home value, which is done by the government on a yearly basis. So you must divide this assessed value of the property by $1,000. Next, multiply this number by the property tax rate for your property class to determine your property taxes. So these rates are different for different types of cities and different types of provinces. The next is the ongoing repairs. So it's very important to budget for these types of repairs as things happen. It's important to understand cost for things like appliances, heating, leakages. It's also important to have a good strata home insurance, as many of these can be subsidized. The next is special levies. If you are a property has a strata in it, there will be voting on ad hoc repairs and new investments needed for the strata. These can be very expensive, up to $20,000 plus for expensive repairs. So you need to make sure to read into the strata notes before you buy in. Typically, your agent would give you big heads up on any big repairs coming up. Some secrets that you might have known. There are some very useful programs for home buyers in Ontario. So the first one is Home Buyers RSP plan, which is a registered retirement savings plan. So you can withdraw up to $35,000 from your RSP, and if you have another buyer on the title, so you can withdraw the double this amount, which is $70,000. Also, the money must be in your RSP account for at least 90 days, and you have to return this money back into the RSP account in the next 15 years. And this money would be interest free, obviously. The next is GST HST new housing rebate. So you may also qualify for this rebate, allowing you to recover a part of the GST or HST that you paid on the purchase price or cost of the building your new house, on the cost of substantially renovating or building a major addition onto your existing house, or on converting a non-residential property into a house. So you can find more information online on Canada.ca website. Let me make you understand about this. This is very important for pre-construction home buyers. So, when you purchase a newly built home or a new residential rental property, part of your budget will have to go towards the GST, or the part of will be going towards the HST on top of the purchase price, just like with everything else we purchase. So there's no escaping it. But fortunately, you may be eligible to receive some of that money back into your pockets. So here are some terms you will need to meet in order to qualify for the rebate, as well as the maximum amount you can receive back from the government. So the first one is the owner built homes. So whether you have built your own home or hired someone to build your new home for you, so you can receive a maximum GST HST rebate amount of $22,380. So if you have already paid HST on the purchase of this land that you built the house on, you may qualify for an additional rebate of $8,000. You will need to save your receipts and apply to the Canada Revenue Agency. So basically, you have to apply to CRA in order to get back this money, right? The next one is new residential rental property. Again, a buyer can receive up to a maximum of $30,000, but you must plan on renting out this unit to tenants for at least 1 year. So whenever you purchase a new residential rental property, you pay the full HST amount upfront, unlike with a new build home purchase. So you will need to apply for the rebate with the CRA. So firstly, you put that money in the beginning upfront, and then whenever you have to claim it back, then you need to apply to the CRA. The next is substantially renovated home. If 90% or more of the habitable space of your house has been renovated, you can claim the GST HST new housing rebate in Ontario. So calculations are basically based on the HST paid on materials, labor, and other invoices to a maximum of $16,080. It must be used as a primary place of residence by either yourself or close family members. Okay, the next is you are buying a new home from a builder. So if you're directly buying a new home from the builder, in that case, the builder will typically file a rebate application on your behalf at the time of closing. You will assign the rebate amount to the builder, which will reduce the HST paid and the price of your house. So as such, you will not receive a rebate directly from the CRA. However, in order to be eligible for this rebate, you or a close family member must plan on living in this house. Okay, so now you have found all that information. It's time to figure out how to get all this done. So, option number one is you find the right agent for yourself. So, you got to look for another agent that is experienced, trustworthy, aware of market trends, responsive, attentive, which treats you as their only client and has a good overall economic knowledge. You will waste hours of your time interviewing and finding the right agent. You can try to purchase a home yourself. However, it is not recommended, especially for the first time home buyers, because this home buying process can typically be complicated and emotional. Having an agent by your side can help you navigate the housing market, submit a legally sound offer, and avoid overpaying for your property. And also, many agents may not even know about the exclusive programs and grants available, so you will miss out on this best deal. So the option number two is you can work with me. You can hire me to represent you and get access to our VIP home buyers program. So that's a lot of home buyers who have taken the advantage of this program. So you must be wondering, what is this VIP home buyers program? So I will discuss it shortly, but before that, let's discuss who is this program for. So again, you are a home buyer who's looking to buy your dream home for the best bang for your buck, but feeling overwhelmed. You are a home buyer with a bad credit or little to no cash for a down payment. So you are actively searching online but need advice from an experienced agent. You fear of overpaying or working with a dishonest agent that's looking for a quick commission check. You have searched online but unable to find a home that fits your criteria and budget. So you have worked with an agent that you don't trust. You have worked with an agent that is not responsive and lacks clear communication. You want full disclosure at all times for every document. So you want to be given the heads up about important changes to housing regulations and mortgage rules. So you want to be advised of realistic expectations to buying a home and dislike last minute changes. So one of my successes was the Sharmas who found out their beautiful home and they found a property $25,000 below their market value. And how about Mr. and Mrs. Singh who gave me the target of 2 years for finding their home? Not only I made it happen only in 8 months, but also had them gain $150,000 increase in property value within those 8 months. So again, I want to remind you, why us? So you will get access to our exclusive VIP home buyers program. You will be able to find the best home that fits your criteria and budget fast. So you can forget about other agents taking advantage of you for a quick commission check. You will feel relieved because we have a handheld educational approach towards working with our clients. We developed our home buyers program after having worked with many clients. Many of our clients have used this program to start building their net worth and ultimately enjoying their dream home. We have a great network of resources available to you that will help you get the best deal on your next property purchase. We will help you to get access to all the programs mentioned earlier in this training and walk you through the process step by step, ensuring you get the best deal. We practice what we preach. So this is the time to introduce my offer. Before, when you wanted to purchase a home, you would have to find the right realtor and bear all of the risk. But now you can use our VIP home buyers program to purchase your dream home, eliminating any form of risk. Do you see how easy it is? This is all you get. So the first is 12 month satisfaction guarantee. So if for any reason you are not satisfied or want to sell your home in the first 12 months, we will sell it for 0% commission. The next is the Dream Home Finders Guarantee, which says we will send out the mailers, cold call homeowners, and door knock in the area you are looking for if we cannot find what you are looking for on the MLS. The next is Contractor Certified Program. So, our licensed contractor ensures mandatory repairs are made correctly by the seller, so there is no additional cost to you. Our no obligation certificate guarantee, which is one of the best guarantees we have, which we also call the cancellation guarantee. If for any reason you are not satisfied working with us, you are able to walk away, no strings attached, so your risk is eliminated totally. Next is the Essential Services Program. If you are a police officer, firefighter, teacher, healthcare worker, or military veteran, so you can qualify for $1,000 in savings through a free home appraisal and home warranty. The next is Performance Guarantee. I'll make sure I call you at minimum one time a week and find a home that we can agree upon in 1 month, or I will personally give you $1,000 from my commission. That is my promise to you. The next is 0% listing fee. If you purchase one of our current listings, we will sell your home for free. So that is no listing commission. Basically, you get exclusive access to listings which is not found online. So you get access of off-market listings, bank-owned properties, foreclosure, company-owned properties, and all the great deals we have. The last but not the least is you get also access to the data of previous home sales in your area as well. So these are some of the guarantees we have, and so these are basically some of the samples which we offer to our clients. So you must be wondering if this is possible too. I would say absolutely yes. All of these guarantees you would get it in writing. So these are some of the samples, as I told you, of the agreements. So which would promise you all these guarantees. So now what's the next step? So the next step is just book a call with me right now, and I'm ready to take all of your questions and queries you may have. But wait, we can only take on 5 new clients per month. So make sure you grab your spot, or we may not able to work with you, because our motto is treat every client as if they are our only client. We will treat you as your only client. For that to happen, we need to be very cautious about how many people we are bringing at a given time. So our exclusive bonus now, because you are watching this video and invested your time, we are going to do very something special for you. For a limited time, we are going to offer you our VIP bonus package if you act right now. So our VIP bonus package includes free home buyer success academy course, so a yearly entry to win a vacation to Cancun for 2 people. So you get exclusive possession day surprise home buyers gift basket, and you also get the exclusive network access. And last but not the least, our VIP referral program, in which you get up to 25% off our commission. So if you refer someone, and if we close the deal, then whatever the commission we get, we give out 25% of that commission to you. So let's summarize this offer. So you get 12 months satisfaction guarantee, Dream Home Finder, contractor certified program, no obligation certificate, essential services program, performance guarantee, 0% listing fee. Also, you get 2 bonus guarantees as well, which includes access to listings which are not found online. You also get access to our previous home sales in your area as well. Plus the VIP bonus package, which includes the Home Buyer Success Academy course, a ticket for 2 people for the Cancun, also the exclusive possession day surprise home buyers basket, also the exclusive access to our network, and also the VIP referral program, which you get 25% of our commission as well. So now some of you may be asking, will this work if I have a bad credit? Yes, definitely. We will need to evaluate your credit score and see the right options available for you. Will this work if I have little to no down payment? We will work with you to explore the different options. I would require more details about your situation. Are there any long contracts? We have a no obligation certificate, which is called the cancellation certificate as well. If for any reason you are not satisfied working with us, you are able to walk away, no strings attached. And what are the exact terms of the 12-month satisfaction guarantee? So, if for any reason you are not satisfied or want to sell your home in the first 12 months, we will sell it for 0% commission. We only require you to purchase your next home through us. So let's take the first step towards your dream home. Don't wait any longer. Pick up the phone and book a call today to kickstart your home buying journey. Your future home awaits. So here are my contact details. So you can give me a call anytime, or you can reach me via email at realtor.dineshchandal@gmail.com. Thank you and have a very nice day. Bye bye.